friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. So for today's 3 looks 1 palette video, I'm playing with the Kaleidos Makeup Cyber Bronze palette. I've officially done 3 looks with all of my Kaleidos makeup palettes and I'm really excited. This is what the palette looks like. It's very neutral with those pops of red, rose gold, but for the most part this is a very neutral palette, but I really enjoyed playing with it. I feel like I created some really pretty looks. I feel very holiday with these looks. Something about this palette, it must just be the red and silver next to each other, but this makes me feel very cozy and holiday and I really enjoyed playing with it. As you'll see later in the video, there was a very long gap between look number 2 and 3 because I had other things to film, but I had such a blast playing with this palette and I honestly didn't think I would enjoy playing with this as much as I did because I'm not a huge neutral person and I'm also not a huge warm neutral person. I don't know, like that's just not what I reach for, but I loved creating these looks. I love all of them and I hope you will too. Also, I'm 99% sure this video is getting uploaded on Thanksgiving, so have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. Eat lots of food, enjoy time with your family. Zane and Morgan and I are planning on just doing our own thing here at the apartment by ourselves. We'll probably just chill and watch the parade in the morning and then whip up some food for the evening. I'm excited. I'm drooling thinking about it. All right, let's just get into these looks and I'll chat more about the palette at the end of the video. Alrighty, hello. I have my first peppermint mocha of the season. This is a very pre-filmed video, I think. This is November 8th. But I was inspired to play with this palette, and I think my 2 3 looks 1 palettes before this one are palettes that I technically don't have yet, so I'm just trying to get ahead of myself. Because why not? I'm gonna prime my eye instead of talk. Obviously I'm feeling chatty. I feel like when I film in the afternoon is when I'm like the most chatty. I don't know. Been up for many hours. It's 1:30. Woke up at like 5:30, so I've gotten a lot of day done. I'm only working this evening at like 6 p.m., which I honestly do not want to work that late, but this is one of my clients that just can't come earlier. So I see her like once every month or so. I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Droid. I'm going to take this Morphe R37 and just start swirling that through the crease. So yeah, I went to the gym this morning. That's why I woke up so early. I did go to work for a little while and did a haircut on one of my guys. Had a lunch. I already filmed today actually, and I took all my makeup off and now I'm filming again. And I'm gonna film another video after this. Just trying to be productive. Yesterday was not a good day mentally at all. It was a horrible, stressful day. It was just one of those days where I felt like everything that could go wrong was going wrong. And I was planning on filming a lot because it was my day off, but I just couldn't. So instead I'm just filming everything I wanted to film today and yesterday in one day. And I feel like I'm in a much better headspace. I don't think yesterday's videos would have gone well if I filmed them yesterday. But alas, I don't know why I'm blabbing to you. Some of you seem to enjoy my thoughts and my life, so there you go. I'm basically just swirling this shade all around my eye, blowing it out, blending it pretty far down. I want this to be a very smoky crease and lower lash line with that red smeared all across the lid. I'm here for it and I'm excited for it. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to take the darkest brown now, which is called Carbon, and I'm going to take this small e.l.f. pointed eye pencil brush. I like small brushes like this for just really doing, I don't know, really close crease work. I don't like to do blending with these shades, but I do like to really pack the shadow down precisely in my crease and such. And I'm going to take this all the way across the crease. I'm sure you can hear noises outside. I'm not sorry about it. It feels good outside. It's in the 60s today and I'm just embracing it. My snowflake plugs. They're from Love Kills Boutique, as all of my plugs are. Whenever I don't mention it, everybody asks me. I will tell you if I ever get plugs from another site, but as of right now, I'm pretty much loyal to Love Kills Boutique and only Love Kills Boutique. They have awesome stuff. The plugs don't irritate my ears, and I don't know, I'm just a fan. They have sales pretty frequently, so that's when I wait to shop with them. Alright, now that I look like a nutcase, I'm going to take this one here called Y2K. That is such a cute name. This is my Spectrum B06. It's kind of a medium blending brush. It's nice and fluffy. I really like it for helping blend in the crease. Just taking a little of that shade, not too much. just enough to help form a merger between that lightest brown and this darkest brown. I just love a dark, deep, smoky lower lash line. Oh my gosh, I just adore it. I love this. I know it's like really smoky and it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm obsessed. I'm gonna take that lightest brown again with that same brush I used first. Just a little bit of it, just to, again, help fluff and blend. Oh, I love such a dark, smoky look like this. I know that this is just browns and browns aren't what I reach for, but I don't know. I'm not becoming a neutral person, I swear, but I'm learning to appreciate neutrals. I don't know what it is. They can look so sultry and dramatic and pretty. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be boxed into just being into colorful makeup, and I also don't want to be boxed into only neutral makeup. I want to play with everything. Although this look's about to change. When I smear red all over it, it won't really be considered neutral anymore. Neutral for me, but not neutral to the average person. Oh, I love this so much. I could just like stare at my eye all day and just like keep blending. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm quite a fan. All right, now we're gonna smear that red all across my lid. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer because I use that with every shimmer. It helps make them pop, unless I'm doing a cut crease and I use my NBA one, but otherwise I use my NYX glitter primer. Gonna take some of that on just this random standard packing on eyeshadow brush, I'd say. I don't even know where it's from because the name's rubbed off. It's really old and it's not that important. Just stamping that all across. I don't want a half cut crease or anything. I'm just going in with the red. And it's this one right here called Infrared. Going straight in with my brush. Oof, oof, oof. This red is literally everything. I feel like this is a really good time of year for me to be doing my 3LX1 palette on this palette. I don't know, it's just, to me, it's just so cozy and Christmassy. I know it's just the red that's making me feel Christmassy. I don't know, it's just so cute. I'm going to take the brush I used with that darkest brown just to run against the edge just to make sure that everything is blended. And now I'm going to take the brush I used with the medium toned brown and now again with the brush I used with the lightest brown. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's so cute. Tapping over my edges with my sponge again. I'm going to highlight my inner corner with the silver in the palette. It's called Plasma, just for a nice little pop. I'm just going to blend that out with the biggest fluffy brush right here. Ooh, that's such a bright color. Oh, I love that. I suppose that's it. I'm going to replicate this on the other eye, throw on my lashes, something in my waterline, probably my red eye pencil I think I'm going to pop in. My lashes, lips, all that good stuff, and we will be back. All right, this is look number one. I decided to go with a red lip just because I really wanted to do that, I don't know, red with red. I thought it was cute. I like it. My eye pencil is the Venus pencil from ColourPop. I wanted that nice red. My lashes are Electra from Rouge and Rogue. Very loud. And on my lips, I went with Nurse from Sugar Pill. It's my favorite red, and I love it with this look. I feel very cute and cozy and Christmassy, and I just like it. So yeah, let's move on to look number two. Hello, hello. It's look number two. It's Saturday morning, around 8:30. I'm getting ready for work. It's cold today, which I'm obsessed with. I also didn't specify in look number one, but I think this video is pretty pre-filmed. Like, it is November 9th. I don't think this is going up until like the tail end of November or very, very beginning of December. Just because the other 3LX1 palettes that I want to do aren't here yet. So I figured I'd get a jump start. I'm going to start with the dark brown called Carbon. I want to do kind of a halo eye today that's very rose goldy. I'm taking this e.l.f. tapered blending brush. So I'm just going to precisely just kind of pack this right in my crease in a rounded shape. I'm not going to wing this out too much or anything like that. I don't know why, I just really want to play with that first shade, the Quantum shade. It's like a really pretty rosy tone, and I'm vibing with it. I'm also just going to go ahead and start popping this close to my lower lashes on the bottom. Again, I'm not blowing this brown out too terribly far, just because I want room for the other shades to blend things out as well. Just want a nice circle of brown around my eye, essentially. Now I'm going to take the brush I used in look number 2 for the Y2K shade. I'm only going to take a little bit of it. This is a Spectrum B06, just to remind you. It's just a medium-sized blending brush. I'm just going to take and swirl all around this edge. And again, I'm not taking it out too far. So I've been playing around with different foundations with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer since I've discovered that I am obsessed with it. And I tried the Fenty Dewy Foundation, or whatever it's called, the one that looks like this, because I wasn't super thrilled with it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, and I like it a lot more with this primer. So far, this primer is making all of my foundations just a million times better. I'm just going to slowly work through trying all of them, but everything seems to be a lot more long-lasting. I'm very content with it. Now I'm going to take this Droid shade, that light brown, with this Anastasia dual-ended brush. And again, I'm not taking it out too terribly high. I'm just kind of going right along this outside seam. Light pressure, small amounts of product. Just enough to get this edge more buffed. But I do want this color pretty concentrated just to my actual crease. I mean, it's still pretty massive, but I just don't want it to be absolutely everywhere like look number 1 was. I think I want to do a giant wing for look number 3, where I do like my big black winged liner and then I pack shimmers on top. I think that's what I want to do, just so I can do something without showcasing the browns. I'm going to take this brush. It's just a fairly clean brush. It's a ColourPop E2, just to help swirl in this outside area as well. Alright, I don't know how I want to go about doing this. Well, I know I need my NYX glitter primer, but I don't know if I want it to be a cut halo or not. Yeah, I think I might cut it. I guess I'm going to use my NBA Cosmetics one then really quick. Okay, so since I'm doing a little bit of a cut, I'm going to use my NBA Cosmetics glitter primer just because it helps remove my makeup as well as leaving a sticky base. And all of my flat brushes are pretty dirty, so I'm using one that's a little too thick for my liking. It's a BH Cosmetics number 7 from the Color Festival collection, but it still has a little bit of a flat edge, so it should be fine. But I'm just going to take it and just try to just precisely carve out just like my actual lid. Keep it in as round as possible. I can always go back and add more brown in my inner and outer corner if I need to later. But that's kind of what I was thinking. Going to use the same brush and dip right into the first shade in the palette called Quantum. Oh, it's so pretty. And then basically just going to run that right where I did my cutting. I know it doesn't seem like a halo just yet. I'm kind of going in a weird order. I'm going to add this middle shade, deepen up the inner and outer corner, and then I'll add my pop in the middle. You could leave the middle totally blank if you want, but I'm fine just stacking my color on it later. And I like to just kind of go in this, like, I guess windshield wiper kind of motion, just so I can keep that roundness as much as possible. And now I'm going to take a little bit more of that dark brown just to repack right in the inner and outer corner of my lid. Not really concerned with the crease. My crease work is done. I'm mostly just re-intensifying the inner and outer just so it gives that halo look. I am, however, going to take my second blending brush just to make sure that these edges are matching up where I just repacked on shadow. And I'm going to take that big fluffy brush I used at the end for the same reason. I'm also actually going to take a little bit of Quantum. I want to pop it in the center of my lower lash line. I'm just going to kind of pat right where the edges meet, just kind of going back and forth on my lid until I like the way it all meshes together. Because I like it to be pretty soft. I don't want it to look like a harsh edge. And now I'm going to take the silver, called Plasma, on my finger and just lightly pat it right in the center of my eye. Just enough to give that little bit of shine without it looking like, I don't know, just a splotch of color. Gonna take the brush I used with the pink, no additional product, just to kind of tap over it so it all flows together. Oh, I love that. Gonna take a teensy little bit of that color on the brush that I used to highlight my inner corner, just to pop right in the center down here, as well as my inner corner. And I wanna make sure I blend out that middle just a little bit. Ooh, I like this. It's like a dark grungy rose gold halo eye. I think it's really pretty. I just want to tap over these edges with my beauty sponge. I'll probably use some kind of pinkish or rose gold pencil in my waterline, but for the most part, this is where we're at. I'm gonna replicate it, throw my lashes, something on my lips, and we will finish up. All right, this is look number 2. I'm in love with this. I feel like it's just so pretty and romantic, but also like kind of sultry. I love this kind of a look. I think it's really pretty. I love rose gold eyeshadows. That's one of the neutrals I can really get behind. I'm a big fan. I'm really happy with this. My eye pencil is the Rose Glow one from Pixie. My lashes are still Electra from Rouge and Rogue. And on my lips, I went with this Milani one. I haven't worn a Milani liquid lipstick in a long time, but this one is in the shade Loved. And I forgot how cute of a color this is. I love this whole complete look. I think it's so pretty. This one's my favorite so far, but we'll see how I feel about look number 3 because I have a good idea for it. So yeah, let's just move right along. Hi, Lou. It's been a long time in between filming look number 2 to now. It's been probably 2 to 3 weeks just because I got my Killer Purr, I got my Muerte palette, which you guys already know that because those videos have already gone up. But now we're back filming look number 3, and I still want to do the same idea that I was kind of talking about in look number 2, where I do my exaggerated wing with the shimmers on top. Been thinking about it every day. I'm excited to finally do it. Watch it go horribly wrong. All right, so my eye is primed. I do want to start by just fluffing a matte shade just kind of through the crease and on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the light brown called Droid. And I'm gonna take that on my, I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna use this ColourPop E2. Why not? I'm just going to just lightly run it through my crease, just so that I have something there, because I don't want that eyeshadow base to stay tacky with the wing underneath it. And then I am going to start blowing it out under this lower lash line. I feel like having a blown out lower lash line with the giant wing, it just suits it, you know? I feel like my bangs are probably significantly longer than in look number 1 and 2, which is so funny. I need to cut them so bad. They're so long. It's driving me nuts. All right, well, that's pretty much where I want that to sit for now. I don't know where my Apocalyptic Beauty black cream is that I usually use for this. I'm very concerned. I'm actually very bothered by that. I hope I didn't lose it. It appears though I might have. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to just roll with the punches. I'm gonna try to use my Milk Makeup Pencil in Boss. It's very creamy, so I'm hoping maybe I can just kind of smush this across the lid and then use my brush to create that carve. That's such a bummer. I hope I didn't lose it forever. Oh, this is not working the same as my black base. Didn't I call it? I said something was gonna go horribly wrong. Just gonna try to spread this, and then I'll fine tune the giant wing in a second. Just trying to load some of the product up on the brush itself, and then maybe draw it on. Why is there glitter on my eye? There must have been glitter on the eye pencil. I'm gonna have to go on a mad hunt for that product though. I love it, or I'll just have to see if it's sold on their site still and buy a new one. It's called War Paint, for those of you who haven't seen me do my giant wing before. It's such a cool product. But really, I'm just drawing an exaggerated wing right above my crease, kind of in cut creasey fashion. This is working. It's a little slower than with my Apocalyptic Beauty product, but it is getting the job done, so I can't complain too much. That is as good as that is going to get. So now I'm going to take this angled brush. I don't know where this is from. I think OMFG Cosmetics. And I'm going to take the red called Infrared. And I'm going to use this to go on the wing part of this. So I'm just going to be stamping it right along that wing. And just really just following my lines that I put down. I'm not going in with the glitter primer either, just because I feel like it does leave enough tackiness with just the liner to help things kind of stand out and pop. But if you feel like you need glitter primer, then absolutely go for it. Once about that portion is done, I'm going to take this brush. It's from Pixie. It's an E01, but essentially it's just a flat brush. And I'm going to take the rose gold, which is called Quantum. And I want this to be focused on the majority of the middle. Gonna again take it right up to the top of my wing, and it's gonna mesh into that red. I love this rose gold. It's so freaking pretty. This makeup look has to go well because I plan on filming my favorites video right after this, so I can't be looking crazy. This is going pretty nicely. Looks so cute. So I'm actually just gonna flip the same brush over and I'm gonna take Plasma, which is the silver. And that is gonna go on this little bitty portion in the front. I didn't want it to take over too much of the look, because I know it will, because it's very sparkly. Just gonna dip back and forth in between the rose gold and the silver until they mesh together. Oh, that's very cute. I really like that. I think it looks good. All right, so now I do want a little bit more of a smoky lower lash, so I'm gonna take that Boss pencil from Milk again. And I'm gonna focus that in the, really just the outer half of my lower lash line. I'll pop a different pencil in the front. I'm just gonna drag it a little lower than my lashes. And I'm just going to take this pencil brush from Kaleidos. It's my S5. I'm just going to do a little bit of light smudging just so it's not harsh. Oh, I forgot that Milk pencil actually has a smudger on it. Oh well, it's fine. Everything's fine. And then I'm going to take this brush from ColourPop. Which one am I looking for? I guess I have two E2s actually. I'm going to take this medium toned brown called Y2K. I just want to use that just to help blend and smoke it. I'm not bringing this down too far. I just want enough of it just to soften that black. Just so it looks more smoky and smudgy rather than just like a black line. And then I'm going to take the brush I used with Droid first, the very beginning of the look, with a little more Droid, just to blend everything out even more. And now I'm actually going to take a little bit more red on that angled brush, just to kind of stamp down here and kind of go with the flow of that wing. I like to do all that smudging first because it's a lot easier to smudge out the mattes and then add on the shimmer than kind of do it reversed. Oh, I really like the look of that. I think that's pretty. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner with the silver now. It's so cute. And really that's about it. I'm not sure what I want in the front portion of this waterline yet, so I will figure it out when I do the other eye. I'm gonna throw on my lashes, something on my lips, and we'll chat some more. All right, this is look number 3. I adore this look. I think it's so incredibly, like, just pretty. I'm such a fan of it. In the front half of my waterline, I ended up going in with, I don't know where I put it, but I went with my Platinum pencil from NYX. It's that really pretty metallic silver one. I thought it would look really good with that inner corner, and I think it does. My lashes are the Next Level lashes from Bold Face Makeup, and on my lips, I went with Really Rose from Pixie. And yeah, I'm very content with this look. Let's move on to the end of the video. All right, that's it. Those are my looks. Which one was your favorite? I feel like it's either look number 2 or 3. You'll have to let me know which look was your favorite though. I just feel very good in all of these. I'm very content. What do you guys think of this palette? Which of the Kaleidos Makeups palettes is your favorite? I feel like the Electra Turquoise is my number 1, and I used to say Astro Pink was my second favorite. I think it still is, but this one's coming up close. I I don't know. I don't know. It's really hard to pick a favorite just because I love this brand so much. Their highlights are amazing. Their shadows are amazing. I'm so excited. Their new glosses and lipsticks are in the mail to me right now, and I'm very excited to try them. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what other palettes they come out with next year. I'm just such a fan of this brand. They are doing such good things, and I really don't hear anyone ever say anything negative about them, which is so cool. So really, I think that's all I have to say. I had a lot of fun with this palette. I feel like even though it looks very basic, I feel like I created a very versatile set of looks for you. I really like them, and I hope you do too. If you made it to the end, leave any red emoji. I don't care what it is, just leave me some red. And if you enjoyed this 3 Looks 1 palette video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I don't know off the top of my head right now which one it will be the next one, but there will be a 3 Looks 1 palette again soon. If you haven't already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe. I am posting most days here as well. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.